Destiny 2 Beyond Light has been out for 72 whole hours as of the time of posting this video. I've had a lot of time to sit here and grind it. I literally have not stopped playing it except for when Cold War launched last night because it's just that good. The thing is, if you want just my very, very small opinion, just real TLDR, don't have to watch the rest of the video or anything like that. I like Beyond Light. There's a lot of good, a lot of bad, but a whole lot of good that makes up for it. I still give it a 9. It's better than Shadowkeep, but not as good as Forsaken. Nothing will ever touch that, except for Taken King. Anyway, so let's get a couple bullet points here. I have a couple of things I want to talk about. If you are new to this series, I've done it only once before, so this is just the continuation. Last year I did a 72-hour review of Shadowkeep. It was pretty good. If you're new to Destiny and you haven't played Shadowkeep, I'd definitely go back and watch that if you're thinking about buying it at some point. So let's start off with the story. I thought the story was really good. It was a decent length. It took us as a fire team about 9 hours after getting netcode errored out every single time. Contacting Destiny 2 servers definitely didn't get in the way of that. It was a really good length. The difficulty was actually pretty insane. Like, I thought it was just because we were underleveled, but no, they actually made these levels really hard, and some of the bosses were also super difficult. I'm going to try not to go into a whole lot of spoilers, but I actually do want to spoil the ending here a little bit, so if you haven't finished it yet, definitely click off this video and go do it, and then come back when you're done. I'll give you a little bit of time. Alright, that was plenty of time. I'm really, really glad that we did not actually end up killing Aramis in the story. She kind of gotten taken over by the frozen stasis stuff that was coming here. I don't want to call it ice because I know they hate that. The cosmic ice took her over because she let it consume her, and it was such a good idea to not let us kill her because it definitely means she can come back in the next expansion or maybe even in future seasons this season. I think that's a really good thing that we didn't outright kill her. Do I really hate it when we defeat the enemy in the story and not in the raid? Well, here's the thing, we have no idea if she's going to be in the raid yet because it's only 72 hours in. I just think it was a really good idea not to just outright kill her right then and there. Speaking of getting consumed by stasis, let's talk about stasis as a whole. I'm glad it wasn't just given to us in the story. I'm glad we didn't just walk up and have all the abilities unlocked ready to go. We had to earn it through the story, and the story integration was so good. I loved that. You had to go to get the different fragments and the different pieces, and every time you got a different fragment, a different piece of it, you were allowed to sit there and go buck wild with it and absolutely had to take over. You had supercharged for days, able to go through and test your abilities. I really wish they would give that area to us as a permanent addition so we can go just crazy with stasis and whenever we want and test out our abilities, but you know, it's just gonna have to continue the way it is so far. I'm really glad we just had to earn it in there and it wasn't just outright given to us. The perks and aspects, like the fragments and aspect system that we have right now, is absolutely cool too. The fact that you have to take some trade-offs for some stuff, and there's some pretty wild abilities out there. I only have one so far, one aspect and one fragment each, and I just think they would be worth it. It's going to be a new way to develop your subclasses instead of just the old tree system that we've had that was pretty shallow. This looks like it's going to get a little deeper. In PvE right now, stasis is actually fantastic. It is so much fun just to go around freezing everything in your path, every single enemy just satisfyingly crackling apart into little ice shards every time you either slide or break that stasis ice that you put on them. And God, do I love throwing the wall grenades in front of my teammates when we're in strikes and stopping them from progressing. God, do I love that. It's so much fun to troll people with it. I just think it's so great. PvP is another statement that I'm staying away from PvP right now. 100% honest with you, I've seen clips from everybody. I played a couple games today. PvP is absolutely dead right now. It's a stupid monkey brain going in, throwing stasis go brrrr. Yeah, basically PvP is just a mess right now. If you do not enjoy PvP and you really want to enjoy it at some point, I wouldn't go in there until they start balancing stuff because you can just get frozen by a Warlock melee mid-super. Not fun. Would not recommend. But PvE is doing really good right now. I'm excited to see how they use stasis in the raid. The sandbox adjustments is another thing I really haven't had enough time to get down to yet. I haven't played enough Crucible since stasis is just overwhelming right now, and I have heard that the sandbox changes so far from a couple of Crucible buddies that I know that play a lot of PvP. They said it's pretty decent. The archetype rearrangements is done pretty good, but they just feel like there's not enough changes to really just go back into Crucible. Like, you're overlooking a whole bunch of stuff and it's just overwhelming to get in there with all the stuff that's going on right now. Now, the elephant in the room for a lot of people right now is the fact that Bungie's sunset a whole lot of weapons in this expansion. And I gotta be honest with you, I have the hot take opinion here that people only really think sunsetting is bad right now because Bungie hasn't introduced any guns from any of the new seasons that are going to come out. I know right now it seems bleak, like there's not a lot of guns out there, but I can almost guarantee that with Season of the Hunt and the other 3 seasons that we're going to get this year with the season pass, you're going to get more guns. Don't worry, it's going to be fine. You're just going to end up using the same 3 guns anyway, and they're going to get sunset in the future, and there's going to be 3 guns that you use for the rest of your life. You're not hurting that much because there's not enough variety in the weapon pool. We'll all get through it together. Also, it looks like they've also gotten rid of a lot of the perk combinations that have been so strong over the years. Like, I haven't seen a single Rampage kill clip or Rampage outlaw anything. It looks like they are finally moving away from those really crazy perk combinations. They've added new perks that have just started to work really well. It's really nice to have a fresh set of perks to work with on guns that are getting just a little bit stale at this point. I hope there's a lot of more expansion on the guns and improvement of sunsetting in the future. I think sunsetting could be really good for this game as long as it's done correctly, and right now it doesn't seem like it's getting done correctly. The one gun I do want to talk about though is No Time to Explain. I've actually really enjoyed using this gun. I don't know how many people out there actually have it, because you actually right now for some reason need to have the deluxe edition of the game to even get it from the Exos range or after you finish the Beyond Light campaign, which is really weird. It's kind of like what they did Cold Heart in pre-ordering Destiny 2 in the first place. So if you bought it behind the paywall right now, you get it at the end of the campaign, and I believe next month or something like that, there will be the availability to everybody else, and that's going to be really good. The only other gun I want to talk about is the Stasis Grenade Launcher that they have right now. Dear God, is that thing so cool and so much fun to use. I'm glad we're finally going to get Stasis guns. I actually saw people talking about the fact that we didn't know there's no Stasis guns. Why are they going to introduce a whole new archetype of like elements and not let us use it in guns? It's like, guys, lore reasons, it doesn't make sense. Why would we just take the darkness and put it into like a billion weapons right off the bat? We don't even know how to use it. We had to steal it from the Fallen in the first place to even get it into a gun. They had the idea before we did. It's going to take a while for the weapon manufacturers to get Stasis into the element, whatever the hell they put in, like a chamber or something like that, and put it in the gun. Who knows? So take it easy. We're going to get there. We're going to get there at some point with Stasis weapons. Maybe even Vex Mythoclast will become a Stasis weapon when VOG comes out very soon. Looking forward to that. Hope so. So yeah, that's about it with my review. 72 hours in of Beyond Light. I may do one a little later on, but I'm going to give my score of it right now, and I definitely think it's a solid 9 out of 10. If you want to get back into Destiny right now, this is the perfect place to do it. The only reason it's a 9 out of 10 though, not a 10, is because not enough of insect-like chattering from Variks. Need more. Please give it to me, Bungo. Please. Alright guys, hope you guys enjoyed my review of Destiny 2 Beyond Light. I'm having a lot of fun. Hope you guys are too. If you guys are having a lot of fun, let me know down in the comments below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you guys so much for watching, getting your daily dose of vitamin P. If you guys want more daily doses of vitamin P, please check out the rest of the videos on my channel, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, and take care.